Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting and limiting and amazing, spectacular, wondrous Propagandacast from your host, Imperial Dane, the one, the only master of propaganda, hero, psych, defender of the fatherland, the only sanctioned source of comedy to entertainment. Offer you to another delightful, wondrous, and educational and entertaining 1v1 match here on Faymonville Approach. In the north, it is a Renegade. The mysterious Smurf here, fighting for the Red Army, the Soviet Union, Comrade Stalin, as always, taking on the role here of the 10th Mechanized Corps with shock rifle, guard rifle, and urban defense, stop infantry, anti-tank and machine bullets. They're all around. In the south, it is 4S, fighting for the Oberkommando Command West, Germany, Deutschland, taking on the role here of the 7th Panzer Division, the Ghost Division. We got Overwatch, we got Luftwaffe, we got Grand Offensive here with triple infantry bullets there for 4S. A double focus to start the Stone Pioneers with double come start there for Renegade with a special rifle command start. And as always, a big hearty thanks to my patron supporters, these champions, these heroes who keep me in the business. You too can join their magnificent and charming ranks by pitching on the page yourself. You can always just donate, links in the video description, and always comment, like, share, and subscribe, press the bell button. Please do, since that again helps me fight off the ruthless YouTube algorithms. Focusing out here in the south of 4S, Stone Pines marching straight for the southern fuel point here. Concentrate the ready, mercenary guns raised to meet the fascist attackers head on. Shots exchanged here. If they can't get one kill and they have the advantage, but there we go. Renegade just retreats, realizing, he just loses men pointlessly, and rather than lose men pointlessly, Renegade here makes the very tactically sound decision of not losing men pointlessly and just, not doing that. Got another squad marine that can sort of keep the Stone Pines occupied for them and just grab the fuel point anyway. So, very sound tactical decision there by Renegade. Thumbs up. M3 on the way there for Renegade. Coh2 on the way there for 4S. Grab the northern points. Focusing out. M3 1 halfway down there for Renegade. Point being very quiet there. But while up there, we got the M3 1 halfway done. It's going to be a trouble here for 4S in the early game. We could, of course, commit to a fast ground offensive with Panzer Fusiliers to shut that down. Of course, whether it does, it is another thing entirely. But there you go, M31 out. American Lend-Lease equipment, primarily used for Soviet reconnaissance formations. But particularly, I believe, the Rotarasveti was a specific type of advanced Soviet reconnaissance formation meant for like exploiting gaps and holding them open to then allow the main Soviet army to push through them. Stone Pines again found some kills here and there. Constable routed. Even at 2 men again, the assault was packed quite a punch as the Constable in the early game. Managed to retreat though now, but still getting some good open kills in there. Coh2 following up here. And there we go. Charge in, there we go. Constable routed. In the end, 4S, I think, came out pretty well ahead of that engagement. Lost 3 Stone Pioneers and pushed back 2 Constable at less than half size in most cases. So, pretty good there, I think, for 4S. Meanwhile, north side being seized here by Renegades. M3A1 engineers in it ready. We will very likely see a flamethrower upgrade on that soon. Retreats the full support there, following up with a Kernwerfer. So, very likely no ground defense here for 4S, no Panzer Fusilier. Meaning more likely Luftwaffe ground forces or Overwatch. That's it. You could still commit to it. You could still want to go for the Tiger Tank down the road. Some players, in fact, just go for the doctrine for stuff like the Tiger Tank, the orbital upgrades, the smoke bombs, but not the Panzer Fusilier. So, it is something worth keeping in mind. You could still swing around to it, but I think if it doesn't go for it just to help counter the M3A1 for the Panzer Fusiliers, I don't think he's likely to go for it. But again, I could easily be proven wrong, but it is some thought to keep in mind. Coh2 and then falling back as well, the M31 charging in. Both people are quickly following control their flamethrowers upgrade as well. Definitely a problem here for 4S infantry on the retreat. Does a lot of damage. Down to half health. Treg out there. Swinging northwards. We'll have to see what he goes for here. Battle headquarters or mechanized dragon there. Both, I think, very likely there for 4S versus Renegade. Both are very likely. They can be holding northwards there. M31 charging in. Kevin will be around there in time. Charging in the Coh2. Probably set more troops close here to, I think, concentrate find the M31. There you go. Kevin shoots, misses though. Going straight for the Coh2 here. Kevin needs to sit up there, but again, terrain is not great for this in this position. Coh2 down the Stone Pioneers, Ultras being wiped out. There's certainly a double blow here to 4S in the early game that'd be incredibly difficult to recover from, but no, he does avoid that. Battle headquarters here for 4S and the German army. We'll have to see what he follows up with. I would not be surprised to see a flag half-take though. Would be a good way, I think, to help retain some equilibrium here and momentum versus Renegade. So, of course, Renegade has several doctors that also help counter the flag half-take, but either way, I think a flak capture would probably be the better choice. We got Luftwaffe ground force. Also, he's not going for a lot of infantry, which is actually something 4 seems to be doing as of late. I think he's focusing more on the Fallschirmjäger as a sort of a core part of the strategy. which is a bit interesting. I mean, most Orbital Commandos players would typically go for like 3 to 4 full-scale media squads. Only going for 2 is actually pretty rare. Very rare, in fact. So, yeah. Worth noting there. Still on past the 6 kills. Veterans who won. Could salvage that cooldown for a bit of extra fuel. But yeah, I think we're very likely to see the flag half tech. Since, of course, it is a very solid early to early mid game, a weapons platform that can put some serious pressure on then so infantry and light vehicles, well, allied light vehicles and infantry in general, or except for the AC. Let's do it. But you get the idea. Oh, 251.17 on the way, grab the northern fuel point again. Right now, the Renegade has supreme after against Forest. He's actually taking up straight ahead for the Tankery Battalion Command. Can't quite go for the T. And obviously, there's still 2 minutes away, but even then, it's it's set up there. That way, once he has the resource, he can immediately just push it out there. There's no chance of like slipping up there or anything. So thumbs up there to Renegade. Unlike players who are ahead of time there and actually set up the required stuff when they can do it rather than when it's convenient. That is some good foresight. Still no sign of doctoring for Renegade, though so far it's proven himself, at least in my experience, to be a heavy urban defense player. Flag half tag almost done. I came to be engaged by the conscripts, the frontal Vics. Tank over 10 command done. M31 almost fixed up as well. And there you go, 251-17 out of 4S. There were numerous versions of this vehicle. Some equipped with the attrition effect, others equipped with varying versions of the flak drilling. Not all, shall we say, looking equally similar. Fun fact there. Black after moving up north here, conscript held up. In the south here, we got full strength with the conscript and 3-1 moving in. Need to be careful about anti-tank grenades here. I feel it's a tad risky there for, but at the same time, of course, getting close also means more accuracy and thus damage from the flak half attack. On from the north in trouble as well. And there you go. Full northern assault here from Renegade collapses under the sheer weight of firepower the flak half attack can bring. Again, it is a very powerful vehicle. Do not take it lightly if you've got infantry. Of course, at the same time, it's not a tank, and certainly Renegade of Forest shouldn't overestimate it either. But again, a well-handled, reasonably aggressively utilised flak half attack though can cause your opponent significant harm and frustration. But there you go, got the line to tank away here for Renegade still. And you can see Forest taking advantage of the disruption in the full retreat here from Forest of Renegade to rush the front line as much as possible and again hitting all the vital points. That said, he's still short on infantry, but it's quite clear he's aiming for fighting here, you see here. Line entertainment south, it's constantly in, no entertainment in the north. In fact, all the major counties are concentrated in the south.
Supply sector under attack.
There we go, shot through here. Bit of mistake by placing it right next to the strategic point. Most points have a slight bit of, shall we say, line of sight right around them. We can try and highlight it here, so even like you don't have anyone, you can sort of, your opponent plays something too close to the point there, they can still see it. So, for example, placing a flak half track right there next to the point is obviously thus not the best move there by Forest. It signals to him the flak half track is there, and you don't want to like signal where your really important stuff is. But there you go, fighting makers landing down here, right in front of the enemy. Forest clearly a believer in the creep drop, and the creep was not a mistake at all. I mean, creep probably could have been, obviously could have been executed better, but details. And taking up now the fighting makers with its explosive rounds there, or fragmentation rounds. Putting out the anti-tank in there. No troops as assist. There you go, anti-tank crew then slowly host out. Down to 4-man. He's moving control. I think he's going to try and, yeah, he's going to merge with it there. Good play there by Renegade. 2 thumbs up. Clearly inexperienced service play there by 5 retreating. Very sensible as well there by Forest. But yeah, for those not aware, the Battle of Crete was one of the, I think, the world's first sort of large airborne operation meant to take the island. But it had such high casualties that Hitler was pretty much, after that, pretty much went no more, because again the loss was just so high, so we only do small airborne operations after that. But the Allies basically learned from it and copied it for their own larger airborne large-scale operations. Blah. So, fun facts there, fun facts. Overall, the main issues I think come down to either dropped too close, but also because back then the fighting makers didn't actually drop with their weapons. The weapons were dropped separately, which meant they only had a pistol to defend themselves with, which meant they were incredibly vulnerable if they were engaged right away. So, yeah. They obviously learned from that and accepted the risks. And of course, again, the problem was that, like, a risk if you drop with a weapon, you actually, break your leg. But they quickly came to the conclusion that maybe it's better to risk breaking your leg than, getting murdered by some peasant with a pitchfork who talks Greek. The peasant that is not the pitchfork. Back in cleared out there, that's definitely not good for Fortis. GCG remains a bit hazardous again. He wants to go for the Fox Makers, which again is nice, but the manpower constraints on it, and the current situation makes it much harder to go for this Fox Makers East, and thus he can't get enough infantry out there. Plus, the light vehicles, light armor there, further put pressure on Fortis, makes it hard to maintain the control he needs. So he's in a bit of a dicey situation here. This is Renegade at the moment. Won't be easy for him. Going there for the Raketen effort, right under Renegade's nose. There we go. Now he pulls it off. And for joining him as well. Far up north, got foot to the transport there. Flak half attack, which need a repair. Step by halfway to the T2, which is where it gets really good. Orbital Command by the way has a lot of units, or several units like that. They tend to be, kinda meh or even kinda weak. But then once you get them to like Vetsi 2 or something like that, they become explosively powerful. But again, the trick is managing until then. The flak half attack is one of those units that once it's at Vetsi 2, its damage output really just puts it into an incredibly top-notch post and can just really murder infantry. Shock troopers out there for Renegade. Fortis there with the Schwere Panzer, most likely up with the Schwere Wehrmacht Schlepper. Grab Northern Finland victory point there. Is it actually connected? Hard to tell. Yeah, it is. Just very, very narrowly here. But it is connected. By a racer thin margin. About to move up to the centre. Got 5 kills on them. Heading for the southern fuel point again. Note the Fortis is very focused on the fuel point, so is Renegade. 2 thumbs up both there.
Enemy forces are capturing our supplies.
Here's routed. T signaling in. He's in the centre, and defend from him as well. That's his access to 2 sources of suppression to help further contain Renegade's infantry and support weapons. North infantry 1 going there. Oh, need to retreat here. Might risk losing. Also, the Schwerpanzer Corps position is actually not incredibly exposed, as you might notice. I think he's going to have to cancel this one before he loses too many resources of it. Wolf King Mountain, cancel this one. The further damage it is, the less you get back. So when it comes under threat in these cases, you just cancel as soon as possible. And then, of course, you still lose the resources you spent on the truck, so there's still 70 manpower, 15 fuel gone, plus maybe like a bit off the other one. So not so great there for Fortis. Again, always be mindful of it. Oh, yeah, I'm not a fan of that one. Comes there, get up there into tank rifle grenade, or into tank grenade. There we go, Vetsi 2 gained. Up here, got to push for the Coh point there. A daring raid here by Fortis and the German army. The 7th Panzer Division, flak after and hold back. Trucks sitting out there for Fortis. Folks are reinforcing healing soonish. M31 charging in, I cannot deal with it. Another truck out. Oh, got the info and the engineers. A double wipe there. Definitely a nice explosive kill there for Fortis. Still got a long way to go here versus Renegade, who still, I think, elite head in several ways, but nonetheless, these are, I think, some significant and impactful losses there to Renegade. That does give Fortis more time to do some things. That said, Renegade's also taking head here. He's going to set up the Scrap-on calls off in the same spot, so he's not giving up. He's dropped on front. Oh dear. Oh, he almost gets the wipe there. But considering he almost also avoided, almost has on front wipe, I guess it sort of squares out there. Anyways, Scrap-on coming up. We have more flame on going off there. We got constantly in, Fox charging in. MD-34 about spot, flak after right. A lot of action here. Lots of tight maneuvers here from both Fortis and Renegade. And there we're constantly hampered by the flak half track. Forced retreat here, 9 kills. Constantly routed, 10 kills. Back here, reinforcing healing. Files to make us 17 kills off 852. Still additional ones. You'd figure again he'd go for at least one more. Or maybe he's planning Opus Guard instead. Those can also be quite helpful. Renegade meanwhile certainly taking some hits there. He's a bit short in units now here versus his German opponent. They're going to use being hammered with a flak half attack. 11 kills, 12 kills. Again, Vetsi 2 it just becomes so lethal towards infantry. Cannot be understated. Seizing the summon fuel again. M31 rushing. T7 rushing north again. The M31 is actually dead now. One thing I think Forrest definitely should consider is laying down mines. Definitely I think one oversight here by Forrest. Obviously he's under so much pressure and can't afford maybe to spend too much time on it, but I don't feel like the time should be mining. And there goes Sturmpanzer calling with the T70. Good chance of wipe here, definitely extend those Sturmpanzers, and should expect a high likelihood there. We go to the T7 rushing after to kill them. Painful loss there for Forrest, in particular since he's got no mechanized ready to repair his stuff with, so that's going to force a replacement there. Schwerpunkt pulls up and authorized. Shock was routed. Dispatched with all haste. Coming here for the T70. Flak half attack attempting hold northwards once more. Seizing the southern fuel there. Second Sturmpanzer squad almost done. And I really think should lay down some mines, particularly around here. Oh, probably some mines around here would also do him a lot of good. Another push for the car point there. Mine strip is ready. Fan grenade off, and Yuri drops out there as the shockwave blows out his sinuses and of his brain. I came from Northern Point. Focusing his southwards.
Yes, comrade.
Now I came for Fortress.
Capture our territory.
Fixing up the flak half track, mine hit in the north. Front fixing out into the flak half track. Getting hammered, close to that fleet. And they got more comfort there for Renegade. Southern Point thinks he's where the full's going to be at. Got the Singer kid out there. Obviously, going back to expecting to be hit by the arm before he get out his own armor. Very sensible, I think, concern to have there by 4S. But he can soon push for a Panther 4 here. Model J versus Renegade. Getting, well, more than twice as much fuel as an opponent right now. It's a very good spot here for 4S to be in. Less amazing for Renegade. Whatever early game momentum he had has certainly, I think, slowed down a bit. Northeast jump onto the conscripts. Also there's the shock troopers. MG 54 joining in. Popping some armor piercing rounds. Oh dear, that's a wipe there, I think, unless he gets supremely lucky, which apparently Forrest does. Oh, main gun out on the flak half track, quick smoke in there, but gets stuck up on the Ken there, forcing him out for that kind of self there. Can we do with the T70? The flak half track still gets away despite that. One of the Kevin misses. Taking the Kevin misses as well there. Funky going for the anti-tank gun here. Up north fighting here is successfully cleared out there by Renegade. Falchimegas gaining Manson fleet, 24 kills. And there go Forrest can now go for the Panther Moldier. Of course, he may decide to go for the Panther instead, but a Moldier right now could be a very strong second representative to Renegade. Again, representing to shoot the Falchimegas as well here. And definitely should pop me some piercing rounds and, well, fix up the flak half track. But no sun armor yet. He's again, maybe he's playing the Panther. The Panzerkampfwagen 5. Another anti-tank out here with Renegade. Something special for the forward taking losses. The outlaw there finds his belly riddled with bullets and snaps over. MD for perfect. He's emerging in again at 8 kills. Very close to the ace level. So either Forrest just forgotten about the Panther entirely, or he's planning for a Panther. But there's also the absolutely bizarre option. He's going to try and stall for a King Tiger right away. But I definitely would not describe that one as advisable here by Forrest. But it could happen. It could happen. Some players will occasionally do stuff like that. I mean, he was further ahead, maybe, but in the current circumstances, I'm definitely not sold on that line of action. Cross in the center here. So he does go for the Panther mode game, but significantly delayed here. Like, you got this out these like a minute or two sooner. Definitely not great there for Forrest. Definitely not great. Definitely feels like a minor mistake, but a mistake nonetheless. Still moving northwards there. Like, you could easily have like a bigger impact in certain engagements there with the Panzer Molde, so definitely a mistake there by 4S. I mean, it also, I think, allows Renegade to move to maybe stall for the KV2 heavy assault tank, which is what I think he's doing at this point, possibly. So again, like, that's also another risk there from 4S by, stalling by, not going for the Panzer Molde as well, easily. Delays a shock impact, but also, if your opponent is stalling himself for something, it makes it easier. There's like numerous reasons why this Panzer Molde not hitting at least a couple of minutes earlier is probably a bit of a mistake before this. Meanwhile, more sandbags here for 4S and the Red Army, striffling them down. About one north. Flak after needs some fixing. Panther and Southwood, Panther machine halfway done. So I'll see again, I would not be surprised if Renegade's now going to go straight for the KV2 because again he's so much closer now to it. Even with the Panther 4C he can probably get away with it a bit more easily than the game hit several minutes sooner. At which point Renegade might have been under more pressure to go for a more immediate response. That means he's got one into the stomach plus conscript board here. North hit Season as a full screen, he's got the rip joining in. Good hit on Season light tank, punching through the frontal armour. Comes to the Panther 4. Penetrating at max range. Up north here by the fuel point, flak half tack, half 100 coursing into the country there, flak half tack railway being repaired here. Half 8 74, very good. Obviously, it's the son of victory point, we've got 275 and 372. Finally, looking to be intense, ruthless, and unrelenting. Charging at the anti-tank gun there, hosing it out. Going for the centre there. North third point exists for the conscripts. Fighting against the shock troopers. Getting a wipe there on him, clearing out the anti-tank gun, but I don't think he can get his hands on it or he's salvaged yet. So I think like tricky to destroy from this angle. Another Branham gun out off there, but she's trying to finish it off there, but not quite enough. Still a lot of action here. No points of victory points in control of 4S. That's a bit problematic. Panther repairs, flak up and rush forwards. Ooh, got the anti-tank, and that looks pretty good there. Glenn Carbon from that. Machine gun there hit by grenade. Still, 4S laying some punishing blows there to Renegade. I definitely need to like stabilize the victory point situation schnell and get the fuel flow under control again. Panther 4 there with 1 kill, veteran 2-1, and yeah, Renegade at this point roughly a minute away from the KV2. 4S may have to go for Yak Panzer Panther to try and counter that. Panther 4 being fixed up steadily and surely. Northern point being seized. Season rushing in. Seizing the southern points. Flak half tank being fixed up as well. Very close to eventually 4, which gives it some increased accuracy and rate of fire, which of course is great versus infantry. Mine standing for Renegade, starting to get worried about some maneuvers there. Fights Vegas with 28 kills. Renegade getting out close to the KV2 heavy assault tank. A definite problem there on the horizon for 4S. Catching the T70 there. These bot laying down mines. Trying to get the T7, it does. I think escape there, constant push back. Could clear the anti-tank and he'll definitely give Renegade another issue. Flak half joining in, there we go. About T4 there, control taking a lot of damage in the process. Almost got the anti-tank through there, miss. No, they didn't finish them on, but then you can destroy the anti-tank gun here. In the south fuel point there, being tenaciously helped by shock to the squad. 4S has got plenty of troops nearby, but they can't easily just tackle them out of the heavy cover. Like, KV2 out though, but what is he doing with that anti-tank? I need to destroy it, I need to grab it. Okay, salvaging, that also works, obviously. We'll have to see how it deals with the KV2, but he's going to need, I think, either a Panther Yak Panzer, which will deal with it consistently well. Panther gains some pension hit on the front lava, pretty lucky there. Mine hit, no. That's definitely bad news. The Kedden efforts are all the way back at base, so good chance of losing the Panther 4 now here for 4S. Trying to spoke this one to assist, but yeah, just not enough there. Do you see the Yak Panzer 4 here for 4S in the German army, the Panzerjäger? Oh, see all taking a nasty hit here.
Medium Panzer lost.
From the northern points. Mentioning before getting the flag half track, great stuff, but there is the issue of the KV2 heavy tank. Look how the shoots, hits the breakers of the Panther 4. KV2 meanwhile lands. Nice hits there. Another hit though from McKenna this time around, pushing down to half health. Yak Panzer halfway down there for Forrest, and the German on a victory point. Watches all time from behind Renegade here significantly again. Yak Panzer almost done.
Combat engineers are standing by.
There we go. Yak Panzer equipped with a high velocity 75mm gun. Same gun as used on the Panther, fun fact. There we go, flag half track ready. Moving on the centre here. Heading for the southern fuel, shock troops down the point. Control suppressed, KV2 moving in. Killed, halfway to it in 2-1. Black half tables the shock there, go mauling through the entire unit here. Good chance of getting a wipe here, I think. Very good. As you can see, the flak half track is incredibly good. There's an infantry one hits the high level suspensions here. Units consider versus the retreating shock to the score. Like, it just decimated. Yeah, remember, flak half track, well, it does take a bit of time there to get going. Once it gets going, it gets going. Yak Panzer charging in here. I like his courage here, but he's kept up to extend here. Get the move forwards here. Flak half track remains in the south. Need to fix up the Yak Panzer fast, and they need a second one. Yak Panzer here. Climbing up north. Flak half track arriving. Very close to the ace level. But against more range and penetration. Penetration obviously is not going to match the most of the games, it's most of the T-70. Very, very close to the ace on that flak half track. Bit rare to see flak half to get there fast, since most players tend to not handle them that well his Forest, so 2 thumbs at the Forest from an excellent flak half track play. But again, it does highlight why he should be, you know, doing your best with the maintaining now ambushing. Nice sneaky. What is he doing with it though? I feel like this is
prepare for combat.
A bit strange.
Ready for action.
This definitely feels like absolutely risky. But he knows his opponent's been mining the area. And why would you do that, Forrest? I don't know why I did that. I mean, there's chance to be some misclicks involved there, but even then, I don't know what the flak out's doing so far out there with no infantry support whatsoever. It's not a tank. That definitely was just Forrest throwing away his flak half track there for no apparent reason. That was just... like, it was so close to the ace level as well, and then it just throws it away for no good reason. Like, it secured him single-handedly wiping a shock trooper squad. That was just... I don't know why he did that. That's a big loss of a Forrest. It was just such a huge shoot versus Renegade's infantry. He's really going to like hurting without it. He can soon go for another outpunch level as his opponent. Don't think too bad. Shooting but missing the KV2 there. Kevin gets a hit on the T's in the light tank. Another trap there for Forrest, so mechanized ranking obviously. The question of course is he's then planning to like go for King Tiger now, or it's just for the pair pioneers. He's planning something else, like say another Yak Panzer or a Panther now. Again for the King Tiger right now I think would be a tad awfully ambitious and risky here by Forrest if we were to consider that. Definitely not what I'd advise, I think, in most circumstances, considering his current status. Would definitely not advise that. Give it a fine way to mention free. More crosses there for Renegade to help man the front line here versus Forrest. Plenty of manpower being floated. Starting to look a lot like a King Tiger stall here, but Forest at least. Mechanized reckoned up. Yeah, he's going for the King Tiger. It's going to take him quite some time to get there with the current state of affairs. We're talking, I don't know, somewhere around 5 to 6 minutes. One thing worth noting though is that Renegade is pushing resources. Either could be going to flank more tanks now, like T-54 will also going to be Su-5 soon. Or Katyusha is got the... Now the H-5 takes a bit more, but the Katyusha and the T-54 I think are both each level middle now. He isn't going there, so hard to say that what Renegade is planning, but he definitely could be pushing for arm himself.
Mobile command has been set. The static post
Yeah,
is
plans
now
on
in
need
operation.
repairs. Badly, in fact, almost got taken out there by Renegade and the Red Army. KV2 moving in. Kenrev's hiding out there. It's definitely too close for comfort, I think. I mean, they can almost peek right out the 3rd Infantryman's nostrils. Punches routed. Yak punch being fixed up.
This now belongs to the people and workers of the Soviet Union. Da, tovarищ.
Okay, he's going for the Panther 4 Model J. Okay. Definitely not what I expect here. Definitely not what I expected. We got 127 to 322. I mean, obviously, again, trying to solve for the King Tiger now would also be insane anyways, but... And it still feels a bit obvious going for the Panther Model J. Sadly, he's got 118 though. Definitely something similar as Renegade. Got 140. But thank the KV2 does some nasty damage. Got more mines here for Renegade. Very good for him, but obviously less good for 4S and Germans. A lot less good. Shot bounces there. And get close ranges. Second shot went through.
100 points remain. Organize the assault.
Second shot bounce, or third shot bounces.
Hands up here, deploy.
Third shot through there. Oh, mines go off aplenty. Again, really punishing Forrest here. I think they might actually one of his own mines. So he's going through the outbound goes that way. Okay, was a bad spot again. Need to retreat again. Then people looking for further coast down. There you go, comfortable on the flank. The forces on the flank here. Making hard for the comfortable focus still. Trying to go for the anti-tank grenade, but doesn't quite manage in the end. Yeah, Panther 4 going off to deal with the T-7 ground in the northern field. Put on taking advantage of the chaos here. We got 75 points left. T-7 retreating swiftly. Response to the Renegade. But may still lose it. May still lose it. Got the southern victory point in the centre. Fox is being pushed back. T-7 there, pulling up Benny Hill there. Sneaking up behind the Panther 4 escaping there. Whew. That's an incredibly smooth save here by Renegade. And Forrest there just almost like, wait, where did he go? And then realizes what's going on here. And he gets it. See, that was so close. That was so smooth there by Renegade though. That was again straight up Looney Tunes. And it almost worked. It almost worked. Comrade, where did you learn these maneuvers? From the great Field Marshal Bugs Bunny. Bugs Bunny? Yes. Who's that? Oh, you've never heard of him. Katyusha on the way there for Renegade. Getting on the anti-tank guns. Eventually one getting on the Panther 4. Got 67 here versus 317. Kind of landing some assets in the Panther of the KV2. The engineers being torn apart by the MD-34. Really should pop insane. Now, pigeon rounds, there you go. Wipes the engineers. So that's definitely painful there for Renegade. They're still going on the engineer score. Panther will push back. Yak Panzer hold back to the front line. T-Fed pulls up some loads of Renegade finally. KV2 to retreat again, and the MD-34 as well. Getting ace level on it. That's really good. And there you go. Great hit from the Panther 4. The two conscript squad members down. Northern field being seized. Right, the Jones, there you go. Katyusha rocket launcher spews out. Rocket death. Folks, what they caught in the barrage. Characters piling up. Then the new retreat is ordered. We got 67 versus 308. Heading for the northern victory point. 94 need repairs. Falcon's getting ready.
The enemy is taking what we have secured.
Seizing the northern victory point, they believe folks gonna do that. Direct shot there. Northern victory point seized by the folks grenadiers. Rolling ahead, so on the victory we see to the conscripts. Seizing the centre victory point, Falcons then need to retreat. Lower numbers. And of course they can heal up the damage thanks to the veteran's ability, but even then they're like down to 2 men. It's not a great condition to try and fight the fight with. We got 65 to 96. Forest is stabilising here versus Renegade. Somewhat. Definitely needs more firepower. There you go. Another mine goes off there. Petrol the damaged engine. Transport almost taken out here. Almost. Imagine having thrown away that flak half track. I think Forest was going to be much stronger with a functioning ace flak half track. 23 kills named you for a really impressive kill tally there on it. 24. And Coh2's going to fast straight here. I mean, you have to count up bouncing up this support ones like this when there's Coh2 about. Jack Panzer bouncing numerous shots. North midpoint being seized. Building shattered by the T-34 from 6. Engineers here for a Renegade and the Red Army. 4 kills on the Coh2. 3-2 Southward, forcing behind heavy cover. Find the world explode around them, but no one dead, at least not yet. 35 kills from the Falconegers, great stuff there. One taking assets from the Coh2 tank, their Coh2 reinforcing, repairing, healing, all the jazz. 500 down the constant heavy cover. Nice set up sandbags there by Renegade. Thumbs up. Thumbs up. T-50 rushing in. Falcons have to retreat there. Yeah, down to 2 men already. Still trying. Watch these round loops. We got all victory points on big seized here by Renegade. A bold break there. Very good. Except the other Forest, in which case it's pretty bad. Got the H machine crew being hold forwards once more. Panther on the move. Yak Panther very close to 52. Panther as well. KV2 forwards here. As far as it needs to go. Yak Panther shoots again eventually there, but getting as well there. Heavy damage to the KV2 about being flicked. There you go. Down to half health. Panther being torn apart. Ending for the close range. 4 hits in the KV2 almost got it. And same to open out the Yak Panther transfer forwards. Clearly unconcerned about the firepower of the KV or the anti-tank gun. Should use the Panther to clear them out, I think. We'll get some infantry in there. Here's an escort pull in here. Forwarders making the big push for Deutschland. In the south, we've got the German going in, he's routed. Kevin's holding back here. Panther holding up. Anti-tank then down to half size. There you go. 3 men left. Folks are pushing forwards. They almost got them. Should clear them out and destroy them. No, pulled to fire hit. They're missing opportunity, I think, to take out the anti-tank guns there by Fortis. T-14 hits. Panther fast, and then again pushes the anti-tank. And Fortis out of at the same time, they're too close now, I think, to the space, and maybe it's feasible. Almost got the T-34 there. There you go. Lots of 2 punches out. Panther doing damage. Yak Panther misses it. Oh, God. Panther being pushed back. She should fire down here. The wind opportunity is, I think, closer to Fortis now, and now he's setting out losing his armor. Didn't even get the T-34. Panther 4 there, half HV 3 Yak Panther as well there. KV2 Russian force have 17 versus 272. The fight is hanging in the balance. 12 kills on the KV2, half H virtually 3 in the ace level. Do any mines in Fortis? No, we do not. Definitely one thing that's really been standing out here, lacking from, I would say, Fortress's tactical arsenal is mines. I don't think, well, except like again, I think that one that backfired on him here. I don't think he's been laying down many of it all. Don't feel like that's a mistake there. Oh, look at the fort again. He's lost both of them. That is pretty terrible here. Up north, the country routed. Glencoe then proved to be decisive. Yeah, he's lost his enter tank and take the Yak Punch, except the Yak Punch can't go in this. Now his troops on the fire from the Coh2 at the front line. Wiped. Ew, this starting to look like the beginning of an end here for Fortress. Both the kidnappers had destroyed. They need to force back. Panther 4 and Yak Panzer in dire need repairs. You could technically go for another Yak Panzer, not a Panther 4. Of course, we're planning a Panther, but I think at this stage the Panther's going to simply put too late again. This is another stage we're going for the Panther 4 again. Even if he does go for the Panther 4, it's going to be significantly later than it could have been out. Quiet, season on the point there for the conscripts. Panther 4 sending out, half fleet to reps and flee. Yak Panther being fixed up swiftly. G-54 racing forwards here for the glory of the army. Getting the footing of this, there we go, sniping most of the unit. Wrong side of the cover, there we go. Fox popping goblins to the Panther 4. Don't contest the point. I also feel like if you're going to go for Fox, he's pulling another squad there. Except there's all these conscripts. Apart from the ace level 39 kills, we've really been doing some heavy lifting here for Fortress for sure. Hit a mine. Didn't get suppressed, but didn't damage anything to see for either. That's what happened. Yak Panzer northwards, going for the southern point here. Southern being claimed. Got 7 points left here for Fortress. He's on the bay press. Oh, he lost the ace Fallschirmjäger squad. Oh my god. Still was now going to get annihilated. Losing the ace Fallschirmjäger squad at this point is a massive blow. Huge. Beyond compare here for Fortress. Which you should find the base, don't get anything wiped. It's not like Fortress has a lot left that can be wiped though. It's starting to look like again he's either planning for the Panther, and again just like with his Panther Force a bit late on, he's actually trying to try for the King Tiger now. He's got 6 points left though. 6. We've got trying to ram the Panther 4 here. And I think he's almost doing just keep pace for the Panther 4. Like using it like a sort of blitz. He knows he can't ram it, but he can at least use it to keep pace for the Panther 4 to get some extra hits there. Definitely pretty cheeky, big brain stuff there by Renegade. And almost worked too. Sending the conscripts. Up to the conscript up north. Yak Panther getting flanked by the tanks, kill 2 million as well here. Panther 4 need repairs again as always. It does look like Fortress is in fact now pinning all of his hopes on the King Tiger, as if the somehow will just save him like a miracle. You know, like the Ark of Covenant, it will cause all the Soda infantry to just melt and have their heads explode. Sadly, that's not how the King Tiger works. It is in fact not the self-propelled form of the Ark of the Covenant. Otherwise, Indiana Jones would be a lot more interesting. Anyways, okay, I entertained me cleared out there, shot bounced. Merging with it again, really good use of merging the Renegade. 2 thumbs up. Like he's been on point of merging like several crucial moments here versus Fortress. You got still 6 points left. He's holding on the Fortress. He's holding on like a madman. Holding on to the most eluded conspiracy theory. He's going to grind the point. Probably in trouble.
Enemy forces are neutralizing a sector.
And there did go for the King Tiger. Against all odds, he's got it out. He's got 6 points left. It's all coming around his ears, but still he goes for the King Tiger. Like a true believer. There goes Teeth covering the Panda 4. Somehow still operable. Close to FC4. T-34 down. King Tiger's heading out. We've got 2 points left. And there you go. GG. Game over. Loss here for the German Army. Victory for the Red Army. Renegade once more displaying his skills here versus the Germans and highlighting the power of urban defense. I feel like, again, Ford has hacked this match at times, but again, a few awkward delays with his timings in terms of armor, but also just throwing away that flag craft tech really, I think, set him back their times. And ultimately just pile up, I think, sort of cause and lose the game. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed this match. You'll learn something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment on it. Tell a friend, tell a family. Don't tell enemies. This is Imperial Links and cheers. Thank you for watching. Up till tomorrow again for our next episode. Bye.